Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. I hope you're having a brilliant weekend. It's Sunday afternoon here in the UK and it's time for a fabulous craft along looking at these incredible Slimline nesting dies. I know so many of you went for these when we launched them recently, so I thought it only right we spend a couple of hours together making something fabulous, and something fabulous we have got coming up for you indeed. Corrine is here with me. And I'm not going to say it's ambitious, but it's a pretty fabulous craft along today, isn't it?
Hopefully. I'm still learning on how far we can get in a craft along. So I started off making the box, which I thought is absolutely gorgeous, using the dies. Beautiful box. And then I thought, well, if you made a box, you need to put a card in it. But I'm actually thinking now, what we'll do is we'll make the card, and even if we only get as far as making the box up,
right,
you can then decorate it afterwards, if that makes sense. So we'll have a go at the card, we'll form the box shape, and then we can stop at that point if we run out of time. But we'll see how far we get. So that's my plan.
Excellent.
So there we go.
Not too late to gather your bits and bobs, is it, Corrine? If you want to join us, what are we going to need then for today's craft?
Right, you're going to need a few bits and pieces for this, so let's have a look. So we've got a lift. Right, so let's have a look at what you've got. So you're going to need your advanced nesting die. So we're using Latina, but if you've got this collection, you can swap it round for any of them. I've used a glitter and gold luxury mixed card, and I'm using both the matte and the glitter. I've picked the Masquerade Ball 12 by 12 paper, but again, you can change these up and use any. I've used multi-purpose cards, so that makes my card base, but for my box, I chose to use the A3 Fresh White Centura Pearl. And then I used the Shadow Stamp and Die, You're a True Friend and Happy Birthday to You. And then the sequin die, I love those sequin dies. That was a reason I wanted to shoehorn that one in, so I thought, right, we'll use those. So we're going to make our own sequins. Then you're also going to need your Ultimate Pro, your Knitwit Pretty Peony die, we're going to make the flower with that, your Enchanted Dreams chunky glitter, some vellum, I use the Enchanted Dreams, but that's just to make some of your glitter, your glitter, gold ribbon, flat back pearl, heavy duty acetate, and some foam tape as well. And then finally, Gemini, a scoreboard, guillotine, red liner tape, scissors, tape pen, all-purpose glue, alcohol-proof ink pad, and stamping platform, and a ball tools with a foam block.
Amazing.
Few bits, but
got a few more minutes to get all of that together, which is brilliant. Now, if you don't own these yet, and you're looking at this and thinking, oh gosh, I really want to be able to create this, well, you can. Remember as well, all Club Inspire members this weekend are getting an extra 5%. That makes this the best ever deal on this, because we had replicated the launch offer, but then you're going to get the extra 5%. They are super versatile, these. There's some really gorgeous designs within here. Let me take you through exactly what it is you are getting. There are 5 of them in this particular collection. So you've got the Portofino, which is this one here. You will also get the Ferrara, which is that one. You've got the Moderna, then we have Latina, and the Luca as well, and they all work beautifully together, which is brilliant. So $59.96 or $91.80 platinum price. That's actually the gold price. It's $44.97 or $68.85 today if you are a platinum member, which is brilliant. Lots of you tuning in and saying hello. Sarah Brown is here, as is Rosalind, Carletta, Felicia's in Ohio. Ohio, Felicia. Darlene, Pam. I can see Mary Pat, Bubble and Squeak. Laura's in Virginia. Eileen is in Puerto Rico. And Tammy is here as well in South Dakota. Now, not just you guys at home crafting along, we've also got a very special guest as well. The lovely Lorna Jane is joining us. How are you, Lorna Jane?
Hi, everyone. Hi again.
Really good, thanks. It's a bit chilly here today. How is it up there?
No, it's not chilly. It's quite warm today.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. It's feeling warm.
Yeah, we need those sunny days to come back. Have you got all your bits and bobs ready to go, Lorna Jane?
There's quite a list, so I've got most of it, but I've got a full craft room, so I can always nip to the back and grab something.
Yeah, the craft room is looking fabulous, I say. It really is looking glorious. What I'll do is I'll drop in on you regularly as we go through. I can't wait to see what you come up with, but I'll chat to you again really soon.
Okay, thanks, Joe.
Bye. Well, not bye, because I'll be back in a minute, but you know what I mean. Bye for now. That's what I was going for. Bye for now. If you've not... Good start. If you've not seen a craft along before, imagine we just cut her off. If you've not seen a craft along before, there'll be regular breaks as we go through. Corrine will recap the stages as well, so you will get an opportunity to recap and catch up on anything you've missed. But if there is anything that you really need to know immediately, you can drop me a message, Crafters TV over on Facebook, drop into the comments there, or across on YouTube where it's Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. But I think everyone's pretty much tickety-boo and ready to go, Corrine, if you are.
Okay, just as I do, every time I do a craft along, I try to type out all of my instructions. So I've done it here, it helps me. So I will put a screenshot of that up on my Crafters Companion Facebook page with a picture of the finished product, either tonight or tomorrow or in the next few days. So you've got that, because when you come to do the card base, I've put a little diagram, the box base, I've put a little diagram in there. So if you do get a little bit lost, don't worry, I'm going to put this up for you. So the first thing we're going to do is to make our card base. So I'm thinking, let's make this as simple as possible. So I've got a piece of A4 card, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut it to 8 3/4 inches. So that's 8.5. There, where is it? 8 3/4. There, that is 8 3/4. I'm going to trim it to that, and then I'm not going to change the width. So I've trimmed it that way, and that bit we're just going to keep it as is. So I thought we'll keep this as simple as possible. So once we've done that, let's get that piece out of the way. I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, and then I'm going to pop that down here, and then I'm going to pop it onto there. You see, because it fits absolutely perfectly because we've not changed the width. And then we're going to score it on the halfway point, and also on, let me turn it round, do it that way round, there we go, it makes it just easier, halfway point, and then the gatefold point, there we go. So it says half fold A5 and half fold A4, gatefold A5, sorry, there we go, put those on there. Right. Once I've gone down with the thinner ball tool, I go down with the thicker ball tool as well. So now if I fold these over, this should, look at that, absolutely perfect for halfway, and then we can then fold back, there we go, fold that, there we are, right, and that is our easel card, complicated as that. So all we did, trimmed a little bit off the length, and then we scored it at those 2 points, and the scoreboard just makes it even easier. So you're not going to need that bit again. I will use a regular scoreboard in a bit, but not that bit. So then we need to put some mats and layers on. So like I said, I have got my luxury gold card pad. So let's get one of these out. I love the fact that it's double-sided as well. It's beautiful. And then we're going to pick one of our papers from our masquerade book. Can you see? I haven't got the heart to throw away the pieces I don't use. They stay in here as well. So let's pick one that we like. Should we go? I want to pick one that's got some gold in. Actually, I might try it with that one. I've not done it with that one. I've cut it 3 times so far. Let's go with that one. But you can pick any of the papers. I like that. That's really pretty. I like all the colours. Okay, so we're going to need those. So you need your mats and layers. So we're going to go, bring me my paper trimmer. So I'm going to make this as easy as possible. So where's my card base gone? I've lost it. We need a mat layer for on the base here, and then we need one for on this panel here. So we just need 2 sets of mats and layers. So if we cut, if you remember, we had the card width to 8 3/4. So if we cut this piece of card here now to 8 1/2, put that piece to one side because we will use it, and turn it round, and then do 3 7/8, which is there, and 1 3/4. And that will do both those. So that one cut, by going that one cut to get the width right, now keep that because you'll use that. So can you see those are our 2 base layers. So we're going to do exactly the same with our pattern paper. I'm going to cut it to my width, which, because the last layer was 8 1/2, so we're now going to go 8 1/4. So we're just going down in 1/2 inch increments, which for me is perfect. And I'm cutting it this way because I want to use this piece. Put that to one side. So I need, if you had 3 7/8, we now need 3 3/8 for this one. Again, going down in 1/4 inch. And we also need 1 1/4. Now they are getting quite tight on some of your trimmers, but this one cuts it absolutely perfectly. There we go. Get it out, there we are. Let's put that to one side. So if we bring these back in, let me just try and keep some semblance of tidiness. So you can see we've got our mats and layers, so I have cut one wrong there. What have I cut wrong? Why have I cut that last layer too short? I have gone down...
Well, you meant to do 3/4 and not 3/8, is that what it was?
No, I know what I should have done. I've gone down by 1/2 inch, not 1/4 inch, so 7/8 and 1/4 off there is, so that should have been 5/8, and that should have been 1/2. Let me cut those again. Let me cut those again. I'm sorry if you've cut those. So it is, that was totally my mistake. It is 3 5/8, 4 5/8 there, and 1 1/2. There we go. Sorry about that. There.
I'm sure everyone will forgive you, Corrine.
There we go. Now you see, look, that's perfect. I was 1/4 inch out and it didn't, and it just looked wrong. There we go, perfect. I will use those other pieces. That's me, I'm still not quite up there on inches. It's only since I've been working here that I've been working in inches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you normally work? Centimetres?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. All the time. Right, so I'm just going to use my all-purpose glue on here, which I hadn't shut the lid properly, so I've got it on the desk. So there we go, put a bit onto here. There we go. Put that one on.
Susie says, Corrine, it happens to the best of us.
Oh. It really, it does make me have to think to do this conversion from centimetres to inches, but I'm getting there, The more I do it, the easier it'll get. Did you see on the news that we're having consultation in the UK to go back to pounds and ounces?
I think it's absolute lunacy.
It is, isn't it?
Well, yeah, to go back to pounds and ounces, which no
and...
one's used for 20 years. We haven't used for 20 years, so no one knows them. I couldn't tell you what pounds and ounces were. And also, it's a system that no one else uses. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
No. Now, anybody that's seen me do a few of these will know I love to brayer my mats and layers together to give me the perfect finish. Little bit of glue oozing out of there. Don't worry about that. There we go. And then we can get those. Oh, look at that. Let's get that straight. I love this glue because it gives you time. If you haven't got things quite straight, to straighten it up. And then we're going to pop these onto our card base. I think I need to be a little bit less glue. Let's drag that down. There we go.
Mary Pat talking about that instruction sheet, and if it's posted somewhere, you were saying you will post it, won't you?
Of course I will, yes. Of course I will. I always do. When I've prepared a craft along, I always make sure I type out the instructions for myself and then make sure that they go on to the website. So all I'm doing now is, once we've mat and layered those together, we're putting them on the card base. So I'm just going to, I know we haven't gone very far, but we'll just have a quick pause to let everyone catch up, because I think that's quite a nice spot. So just so that people can see, all I've done, made my card base, mat and layer on the inside and mat and layer on the front. I think that's just let's do it in stages so that everybody keeps up.
Brilliant. Sounds like a great time to take a pause. Now, let me share with you a couple of other deals that you might want to go for. We have got these. I love these. I think they're awesome. They are the Shadow Sentiments. They're brilliant because what you've got is a stamp and a die as well. And I think 2 stamps and a die, sorry, I should say. I think the thing is, you'd look at these and think, how on earth has that been done? It's sort of like traditional sign writing almost, isn't it? You've got thank you so very much. You've also got happy birthday to you. You've got blessed to have you in my life. Now, this one here is the most wonderful news. Then you've got thinking of you, and you've got you're a true friend in there as well. You can snap those up today. Oh, what a great deal, half price on those. I haven't seen a deal like that on these before. $38.97 or $56.51, but platinum members today, and only today, $29.23 or $42.38. which is a great one. Pammy and Debbie rightly pointing out that they use pounds and ounces in the US. Yes, but nowhere else here in Europe does. We would literally be the only country. Susan says, US is only one of only 3 countries that use imperial. I don't know why we don't use metric. Yes, me neither. Also, the other thing is about the metric system, is that it just makes sense because it's all divided by 10. It's very easy to work it out. If we go back to pounds and ounces, I'm going to have to move. I'll have to move. I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm not going to be moving to America, Johnny. They've already got pounds and ounces. Where would I move to?
France.
Maybe Malta, yeah. Who knows? Or maybe Italy, yeah. But you heard it here first. I'm doing a, what was her name? Can't remember. Right.
What did she do? Maybe
I'm doing a Katie Hopkins. I'm saying if we bring it back, I'm going to emigrate. Okay. Katie Hopkins? Yeah, I think so. Anyway. So enough, let's move on. We've got some masquerade ball papers for you. Brilliant deal on this, because what you're getting in here is you're going to get the luxury cardstock and you're going to get the paper pad as well. The paper pad is absolutely glorious. It's what Corrine is using, of course, for this craft along. It's a really lovely one. Loads going on in here. Really nice mix of very bold colours as well. So you get, you're going to receive 24 sheets. It's 180 GSM. As well. Rosalind says there's an easy conversion chart on Google, apparently, to convert it. I have to just carry Google. Well, I mean, I've got my phone, but yeah, I just don't see the point of changing it. Some of my friends were very excited about the fact that it could be changing back though. Anyway, if you want to grab that, $23.98, $27.12. If you're platinum, $17.94 or $20.34 to get your hands on that one. I think everyone's pretty much good to go. Corrine, if you're ready for the next step.
I certainly am. Right, so we're going to get this gorgeous Latina die. Now we're going to use, where's the rest of it gone? We're going to use all of the elements today. So you've got the 3 mats and layers. So we're going to use all of those at some point, but we're going to start with just the largest one. So I've got the largest one. Now, if you are really careful, it will just fit on your cardstock. But I've just cut a piece big enough that I can just put it on at an angle and I can put some tape on. Now, there is no middle cutting blade in any of these dies. So what that means is that's going to create a matte layer. So we can put that onto there. And again, I'm going to pop that at just a little bit of an angle so it comes on and takes it nicely. Again, it'll go through you on your, just on your A5 cutting plate. But I thought, because it's so snug, I would get my normal Gemini out, just because your A5, you'd have to put it on at an angle and it would be really quite snug. So go for these and then you know it's going to go. So we're going to cut that down there. Oh yeah, I can see that's cut absolutely perfectly. And then look at that. So what I love about this is not only has it cut, but it's also embossed the detail. Oops, sorry. Just in there. Can you see it? And look at that. Every single piece has popped out. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to get, you see, I cut this by mistake on purpose. So that piece that I cut that was the wrong size, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my die on the top. I'm actually going to do it from this side. I'm going to do it from the back. So I can't see my pencil marks. And then if I could be clever here and use that outside edge. And you see this mat on the middle, I'm going to cut that out. Oops, get it straight. And we're going to create a mat and layer. So I can just about see my lines on there. Now the easiest way to do that is with your paper trimmer. So if you just remember then, there we go. Because they don't cut on the, oh, I could have done that a little bit tighter on there. Let's make sure it's straight. There we go. Aha, that's it. And then cut down here. I can see where that one goes. I know you probably can't see my pencil marks. If you find it easier, because we've done it on the back, I could have actually done it with a white pen so that you could see it. And actually, I can't even see my own pencil marks. Let me see if I've got a white pen and then you can see what I'm doing. There we go, I've got a white pen just here. So if I put this one, move that out of the way, pop that onto there, and then there you go. Can you see? Because it's on the back, it's not going to hurt.
Oh,
I can see exactly where I need to cut now. Should have thought of that before. Pop that through there, and then you can line that one up, and also that one up. So what we've now done, turn it back to the right side, is I've created the perfect matte layer to fit on there. That looks lovely, doesn't it?
Really cool.
And we can stick that on just with our wet glue or your tape pen, whichever you want to do. So let's just stick as we go. So that's going to go onto there. There we are. And I'm going to pop that on just there, like that. I just thought it added an extra little bit, and also
Yeah,
it'll
really
show
lovely.
through the next layer that we do. So put that on just like that. There we go. And we can put that to one side for a minute. I'm not going to stick that down, I'm going to leave that to one side. So now we want to take the other two layers of our die. So we've got these two, and we're going to use them together. So let's see if I can get it through on this. Oh yes, remember that piece of card I cut off? That was that piece that we cut off. This is going to fit perfectly. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our cutting plates. Let's even put the die the right way up. We're going to get a piece of tape, and I'm going to tape that one down first, making sure the tape is only on the outside, because what we're going to do then is we're going to take the inner die and we're going to pop it in the centre, and that's going to cut us an aperture out. If that makes sense. So we're going to create a frame, but it will be decorative because of the edges. There we go. I'm just going to put a piece of tape on that side. There we go. So it's going to cut out from here, then it's going to cut out the aperture, and this piece will come out. So it's going to cut the perfect matte layer and run that through again.
Remember, if you've got any questions, get them into me, Crafters TV, over on Facebook, Crafters Companion, if you're across on YouTube. I think everyone pretty much following at the moment. We've really set the cat amongst the pigeons with all this pound and ounces talk.
Oh, have we?
It's quite a divisive subject, Corrine.
Oh dear. It's a funny one. Cooking, I still go into pounds and ounces when I'm cooking. Yeah, always do. Right, pop this on here. Now, can you see, look, we've created this lovely shaped aperture in the centre, and then we can just pop this piece. Look at that for a gorgeous frame. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? So, so pretty. Now, we're not actually going to use this piece on this card, but I would always keep that. That would just go in with my dies, and I'd just put it in the die packet, and it would be there ready to use. So don't, never throw anything away. There we go. So we've done that. So that's cut out the gold. So that is going to be on there. But first we need, because this is going to be a shaker card, we need to cut a piece out. Now, I tried, and it doesn't quite fit widthways. You're going to have to go lengthways. It's the only way to get it on. So this is our extra strong acetate, I think, is that what we call it? Construction acetate, I think that's what we call it. So again, I'm going to pop this onto here. I can use my, now what I'm going to do is, I haven't taken off the film yet, so if I come onto this side, I can just trim this down. So I can see I need it to be to here. There we go. And just within those marks. So I need to come a bit inside those marks. And then I can just trim that down. And that's going to give me my acetate for the front of my shaker. Oops, go through the middle would help. So let's trim that down. Just there. And there we go.
It's so hard to see, isn't it, on the acetate on screen?
Yeah,
I mean,
I can see. I've got.
You can see it over there, I'm sure, but over here, I'm like, it just looks like you're pretending to do some work, really.
Let's just see if that has cut to size. There we go. And that's cut absolutely perfectly just to fit inside there. So I now need to just remember to take the protective film off. If I can work out which, I'm sure it's this side.
Is the film just on one side or both sides?
Yes, it's only on one side, but you can usually feel it. I don't want to scratch the acetate, and I think I'm going to, there it is, look, there. It's off, there we are. Now if you take that off first if you want, if it's easier, but there you go. It just protects it and stops it getting marked. So now we need to pop that on to put those two together, and this is where your red liner is going to be invaluable. So I've got two here, but I think the thinnest one is going to work best, so we can pop that on here. Now, remember when you do shaker cards, you need them to seal up completely. This side is okay because we'll have the acetate underneath it, but when we come to put the foam on, we need to make sure there are absolutely no gaps whatsoever. Otherwise, all your little bits are going to fall out. So we can pop that onto there and pop that down there. There we go. And then I can take this off to pop that on to my acetate all in one go. There we are. And that, actually I'm going to go that way because I can see better. Pop that through there and then to there. Right, so the next bit we need to do is to put our shaker foam on, and I had some shaker foam here on the table and I can't see what I did with it. I'm sure there's another roll. Ooh, where did it go? Because that one is, it's under my dies. There we are, I thought I did. Now, this might take a little bit of while, so what we could always do is we could always have a break. So what you might need to do is you need to cut it, but you might need to trim, depends how fine you've got it. I found that I needed to, if I put that on, let me show you that way, it will, let me turn that round. If I put that on here, can you see it just shows through? Can you just see it just showing through at the angle? It just shows through. So all I do is just trim it down to make it fit. So I'm just going to put shaker foam all the way around. So it'll just take me a couple of minutes to do. And if anybody needs to catch up, that's a good time to catch up as well.
Excellent. Lots of people chatting away. Jenny Briggs says, I prefer to use £1 an ounce when I'm cooking. Susan says, I'm lucky, my hubs is Canadian, so he does my conversion for me, whether it's imperial to metric or metric to imperial. So work in both. Metric is much easier. It really is. Let's not change it.
I do think it's silly to start changing things now because it would have a cost to change things, wouldn't it? Bless you.
I nearly swallowed my tongue.
You went a little
I
bit...
just sneezed and
you went a
tried
little
to hold
bit
it in and I very nearly swallowed my tongue. Can you imagine? Just let them out. That's the.
I think that's that's definitely. Oh dear! I just saw you and you just went a little bit pink.
Yeah, I'm okay now. Don't worry.
That's
no, it's
all right,
fine,
then.
guys. No one to see. It's fine. I'm all right. I'd let Charlotte. If I had to choose one of you. Oh, is it just you two are first aiders?
Oh, the offers they're making.
I reckon Jake could have. If I swallowed my tongue and someone had to put their hand in and pull my tongue out, I reckon Jake could have cleaner hands. So I'm going to go with Jake.
Oh dear. Oh, you're too funny. Right, so just literally putting our tape on there. But just remember, you need to make sure there are no gaps, because that's the key thing, is to have no gaps whatsoever. And just hope that your scissors don't get too sticky with it, because that can be a bit of a problem sometimes. There we are. And then pop that just up there. And oh,
It's very fine, isn't it? Very refined, very detailed. That's what I
Detailed.
love.
But I think that helps with that's the result you're going to get at the end. You're going to get something really, really quite spectacular at the end. So I'm just always cutting it a little bit over long so that I can trim it down and make sure it's sealed. So just trim off a little bit. If you, actually, I probably should have thought this through. I'm sure we have, do we have strips of foam tape?
Strips?
I'm sure there is one.
Oh, like big foam, massive foam pads.
Like this one, actually, this one, here's me cutting this down, when actually, look at this, look at that.
Ah.
That's Crafter's Companion, it says on it, so.
I've never seen these strips before.
There we go. Why didn't I think of that before? There we
There you
go. That was a fraction of the time. There we go. So it's in two different sizes. There you
I've
go.
never
Look, you
seen
can
those.
see. There we go. Why didn't I mustn't have had that at home when I was prepping it. There we go. That made that a lot easier, didn't it? So, right, okay. So again, we've now got this. So we need to create some pieces for the centre, but I'll just let everybody just catch up because I just want to make sure, should we see how Lorna Jane's getting on?
Yeah, let's, why not? Mary says, good afternoon from Malta. Look at that, we were just talking about Malta, weren't we? I could stay all day long watching your demos, Corrine, because you always come very well prepared for the demos. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If we do take on the metric system, imperial system, Mary, can I come and live with you in Malta? Is that all right? Can we arrange that? Charlotte would like to come as well. I don't think she'll need accommodation. That'd be fine. Right, let me take you back through.
What, she's sleeping on the beach?
Sorry?
Will she be sleeping on the beach?
She's got friends there. She's got friends there.
All right.
Let me take you through these amazing slimline dies again. Oh, we were meant to.
I thought you were going to Lorna Jane.
Let's go through the deal first.
Okay.
Discombobulated all of a sudden. This one here is the Portofino that you are getting. This is the first one in the collection, as you can see just there. Then you've also got the Ferrara, which is that one. This one is the Modena or Medina? Modena. There you are. We've got the Latina and the Luca as well in there. Gil says it's like invisible crafting when using the acetate. It really, really is. 59.96 or 91.80. Let's go to Scotland. It looks much sunnier up there than it is down here. How are you getting on, Lorna Jane?
Yeah, I'm okay. So for the purpose of this demo, you can see the foam because I was getting a bit of sticky mess.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
Never mind.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I'll put a flower over it.
Yeah. Good idea. Or a butterfly.
Yeah,
No, never
or a
know.
butterfly.
Are you managing to keep up okay at the moment?
Just about, yeah. It was just I was getting a wee bit of a sticky mess with the foam, so I gave up.
All right, excellent. Well, I'll come back and see you again really, really soon. If anyone else has got any questions, you can get them into us. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. But I think we're going to go straight back into the next step then, Corrine.
Oh, wait, right, okay then. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to make our own sequins. Now, if you want, you can speed this up by using ready-bought sequins if you want. But I got these dies and I just think these are absolutely fantastic. So you've got the Jewel of Love, the Shining Star and the Sparkle and Shake. And as soon as I saw those, I was like, oh, could I have some of those, please? Because I just think they are amazing. So what I would say is, I learned the hard way, is it's quite good to cut these out of double-sided card. So the first time I did these, and I'll show you when I was doing this at home, I cut it out of card. I cut it out of the glitter card from the pad, and that's got a white back. Can you see? I've got some here that are glittery, and some that flipped over because of the static, so I can see the white backing. So what I would suggest you do is, I was going to cut it out of that. I'll actually do it out of here. Now this isn't long enough, but that's going to give me more than enough sequins.
Perfect.
And that's double-sided. So that means that as they go into the shaker, if they flip over, it really won't matter.
Brilliant.
Because it's double-sided. So I'm going to cut some out of that. But like I say, if you want to, you could skip this one completely and just use ready-bought sequins, or I often just look around my craft room and I go, oh, I'll have a few of those sprinkles, and we've all got sprinkles and beads and everything in our craft room, so yeah, find out what you've got. So I've got that on here. Let's have a look. Oh, perfect. Look at that, cut those out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those off and I'm going to just put those, where can I put those? I'm going to put those on to a piece of cardstock, just like that. There we go,
Excellent.
You can see, just put those where I'm not going to huff on them. And then I can find, got some vellum, because I thought vellum would make beautiful sequins.
Yeah.
It's just, they almost come up as iridescent then. So we can take that, put that. And obviously, if you get more sequins than you need, just put them in a little bag, and then next time you do a shaker card, you've got sequins ready.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
really
you
lovely,
can
those
never
dies.
have too many.
Yeah, nicely with the dies as well. You can colour match perfectly the sequence of your project, which is always quite fancy,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Well, you see, I've got the frame here in the gold, and my sequins have been made out of exactly the same cardstock, so they are going to match perfectly. And then I've got this one here. Oh, there we go, look at that. All perfect. So let's just scrape those down into my hand. There we go. There we are. All the way down. Oh, they're going jumping out already, and I'm going to just pop those on to here as well. So the other thing I've got is I've picked up some of my chunky glitter from one of Sarah's signature collections. I thought if we're going to do a shaker, let's really go to town on it.
Oh, absolutely.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few of my sequins, put them in the middle. You can see just here, there we go. Put a few in just there. You don't have to use them all. And let's pick those ones up as well. Just make sure they stay in the middle. And again, you can see it doesn't matter now which way up they are, because they're going to look beautiful. And some of my chunky glitter.
That's available on the show as well, that chunky glitter, if you want to grab it.
Well, we're doing, is it tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow. We're doing all about Sarah's signature
Yeah,
collections,
indeed.
all of them, aren't we? So even if you don't get it today, it'll be,
A Sarah's signature masterclass, in fact.
yes. We're going to be we're going to work across all the different collections. I've got demos for all of the collections that we've got, so that'll be really good. So I'm just trying to get the end off this tape, foam tape, there we go, making sure I don't open up any gaps. The sequins wouldn't come out, but the chunky glitter might if I'm not careful. Let's put my finger on there, there we go. Let's see if I can get this to come off. Why is it when I do this at home, it
Comes off first time.
comes off first time? Yeah, we always blame the student. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that piece off and I'm going to use another fresh piece, because I think in the cutting, let's put a fresh piece and we can come all the way from there, all the way to there and press that down. There we go. That should come off a lot easier now. Ah, that's much better. Much, much better.
A lot of love for those sequin dies. Anne says, really like the idea of vellum shaker bits. I never would have thought of that. And Robbie says, what a great idea. Get the sequin dies and just cut a bunch of glitter and mirror cardstock. Love it.
Yeah. And then what you don't use, I've got a little bag here, look, just left over from a previous demos and card making, and then you can just use them all together. Now, I have just pulled off a bit too much there, so that's not going to stick that side. So just it's taken the backing off the top off the foam. There we go. There's always a way around it. And oh, really? This is Jake just fetched me this roll of foam tape.
Would it help if I started singing foam on a roll at this point?
No, not at all.
Didn't think so. Didn't think so. I wasn't going to, but I was just checking.
Okay. That's okay, there we go. Now I know why this part roll was in the cupboard.
Someone's off-cast roll, that's what it
It
was.
certainly was. Dear me. Right, and so that then gives everybody a chance to catch up. That can then pop perfectly in the middle. Just press that down nice and firmly. You might find that if there's a few little sequins, because I could use the chunky glitter, a few little bits might pop out that were on the card base. There we go. That's not coming out anymore. There we are. So there we are. We have...
Beautiful.
Now you... Absolutely gorgeous, and it's so simple to put together. And that now will go on to our card base. So we can pop that on just here. Now the great thing is it's really easy to line up because you've got the centre points. So if you line the centre points up with there, then if you put your centre points on that fold,
brilliant,
then you know it's in the middle. Now did I put that? Yes, I did put that on with foam. So let's get my roll of foam tape. Let's hope this one goes, because we're not going to cut it. Now what you've got to remember is we only want tape on half. So I'm going to put it in place so that I can see exactly where I need the foam to go. And just here. It's entirely up to you. If you want to do it with height and dimension, that's up to you, you know, or you can stick it flat onto the card base. I think
Niece's light bulb. Brush glitter ink from the glitter pot over the vellum and let it dry, then run the sequin dye through. We've got glittery handmade sequins. Yeah, and I guess you could put your sparkle, you could colour your sparkle pen over your vellum, couldn't you?
Yes, that would look pretty.
And then die cut that again. Great way of using it. Yeah, I love the way you guys come up with loads of different things. Gilmore's trying to sing foam on a roll. No, Gilmore, not happening. Sorry, it's been cancelled.
Oh, I love how they write that they're singing it as well. It's not just singing it, it's writing it as well. There we go.
Mary
And that...
Pat's in the game now as well.
Can you see? There we go. Put it like that, you can see. Coming together quite quickly. It doesn't take long because you've got the beautiful dies to do that. Okay, so let's finish the front off. We need to put our sentiment on. So I found the easiest way to do this was to double back my cardstock. So again, I've got a little piece here. I hope I get it out of here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my tape pen and I'm just going to go, or if you do it with glue, you're going to have to just leave it to dry. That's not a problem. Just because I want it to raise just slightly, so be a little bit more robust. So there's my, oh, let me get rid of these sequins. I've got lots of sequins left over. You could use them all if you wanted to, but they might not shake if you fill it too full. Let's get rid of those. Straight into there, there we are. And then I need my sentiment. Now, I've used Happy Birthday. You can use whatever you want. Just make this personal to you. So I'm using the Happy Birthday to you. And then we can pop that on to there. There we go.
If you want the shadow sentiments, brilliant deal on these, half price. I've not seen them on a deal like this, so really great to get a hold of them. £38 or $33 you saved today. So they're half price in the UK. If you are a platinum member as well, remember everyone's getting an extra 5% off. So today, $29.23 in the UK or $42.38 if you are in the US. I think they're ingenious, these. Corrine, you know the way that they work with the stamps. I think they're just utterly brilliant. They're like old-fashioned sign writing, aren't they? Yeah,
but they are absolutely gorgeous standalone dies as well, if you want to, and that's what we're going to use. Yes, we could have, because of how we're doing it, we can't really stamp. But if you want to, we're going to do now, just use the birthday die, then you can. So let's just pop that off there. There we go. Poke all the little bits out. So everything is coordinating. So we've used the same paper on the inside. So we've got our mats and layers with the same paper. Our background to our shaker is with the same paper. And our birthday sentiment is with the same paper. So everything is matching absolutely perfectly. And that's just going to sit on there, just like that. So let's just pop that on. I'm going to get a piece of scrappy paper and I'm going to get my dotty tape pen. I'm just going to do this very gently up here. And your dotty tape pen will stick really well onto acetate.
Yeah, I was always surprised that the tape pen works on acetate. I don't know why.
No, I find dry adhesives are better with acetate than wet adhesives. Just because there's nowhere for it to soak. You know, if you've got paper or card, it soaks in a bit, but obviously with acetate, there is nowhere where it can soak in. So we can then just put that on just there and pop that on like that. And then all you need to do, should we just stamp the sentiment? So all I'm going to write is happy. I'm not going to do birthday to you, I'm just going to do happy. So I shall stamp that out. I've got a bit of this that's not got any glue on. There we are. Take that, stamping platform and some black ink. Bring that in. So you were asking me earlier, would I still use a stamping platform for a small
little one?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, every
it's
time.
available with a free pack of the multi-purpose cardstock actually today, the 8x8 stamping platform. Yeah, so that's always handy. So you can check that out.
Now, I like to make life as easy for me as possible. So, although I've got that big piece of card, I've put my happy to the edge on the left and the base. That means I've only got 2 pieces to cut. I don't want to make it any more difficult than it needs to be. Take that off there, stamp onto there. And again, this, why did that move? That's moved. How did that happen?
What happened there?
It shouldn't have, maybe I didn't have it down properly. Let's try that again. Put that on there. And just pick it up. Right, have I got that picked up properly? Yes. That can't move.
Lots of people still trying it on with the foam in a roll situation over in the comments. Rhonda, Mary Pat, Pam E. No, sorry, it is no more. Rest in prettiness, foam on a roll. Only on this shift. When Ben's here, you'll knock yourself out. Be interesting when Ben and Craig are together to see what happens, because Craig is Craig's on a full foire boycott mode, so we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, when those two get together, they definitely go for it, don't they?
Debbie Fisher's still fully on board with foam on a roll, so.
Right, okay, so I find this easier to cut this way, because if I'm trying to do that, well, that one's okay. Actually, I can do that. Let's hold that tight. Sometimes, it depends. Oh no, you see, now I've not gone quite far enough and now it's harder to do. Let's put that like that there. There we go. And then I can take that one, pop it up to the top so it's nice and square. And there we go. And then we just need to mat and layer that onto a little bit of gold. Actually, I've got a little piece on here that'll fit. So let's just put some tape on the back of there. I'm all for using up all your scraps.
Yeah, it's great that you don't waste anything.
There we go. That goes on there. And then I think we can do that by eye. Straight down and straight up there. There we go. And that will go on here with a piece of foam tape.
Any questions you've got, remember you can get them into us, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafts Companion over on YouTube. And yeah, so I think we might be a bit pushed for time. How are we doing with the picture situation at the moment? Are we able to show pictures? The computer is well and truly saying no thank you at the moment, apparently. So yeah, we can't see, but you can post them. Post them onto Corrine's Facebook page would be a nice place.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Right, in a minute when we have a break, I'll just find my liquid pearls and I'll put a couple of liquid pearls on that. So that's the front of the card done. So we just need to do the inside of the card now. So that's going to be really easy. let's just have a 1 minute to put all these pieces away. The bits I don't need can go away. So we can put that in there. There we go. Otherwise we'll have absolutely no space to work. There we are. Right, that goes down there. Right, okay. So we need to do in here. So all we're going to do is we're going to take the smallest one of these dies, and actually I find that these ones actually need poking out quite a bit. They don't always die. Oh, this one is die brushing out a bit. Oh, that one might have cleaned. They're definitely not tap to clean ones.
Right.
So all we're going to do is take a piece of white, and again, the only reason I trim it down is if I'd have put that through, that would have got a bit creased, and then it would never be usable again. So I often just trim down to the size of card that I need. Put that on there. Let's put a little piece of tape on so it doesn't wriggle off.
Susan says, what do you have against the Foam on a Roll song, Joe? You haven't even sung Shaker Cards either. I think like all good pop songs, they have a shelf life, these things, and I think the shelf life of Foam on a Roll has come. The time is now. Shaker Card did run out of steam as well. That went. I can't think of the other multiple songs that we've sung over the years, but you know, like all good things, they must come to an end. And this is the end.
Is this the end, is it?
Happy Sunday!
Is it Sunday today? It's not Saturday.
Yes, it is Sunday today, all day.
Oh, I didn't know. There we go. And then we've got this. Now, if you wanted to, we did have our gold one. You could have used that, but I wanted it to be on the same pattern as this, so pattern paper with white on top. So if you watched us yesterday, we were all about the flower making. So I thought, well, because we've been all about the flower making, we'd carry on and we'd make a few more flowers. So again, with a little piece, scrap piece. How many layers did I do on this one? 4. So I want that one and that one. All I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my cardstock in half, and I'm going to put 2 onto there. And now, can you see everything is coordinating, because we've only used one sheet of the masquerade wall paper.
A lot, have we?
No, because I just like to try and use all the bits. So everything I've done has been using all the little bits that we had left over. So
Stephen says, to be honest, I always mute it when they sing. It bugs the hell out of me.
Who said that?
Stephen, he's like, I just always mute it when they sing. It bugs the hell out of me.
Right, now you can see these dies had absolutely no problems going through 2 layers of card at all. Oh, and I need some leaves. So we're going to, let's go with a little piece of gold. Should have done this earlier. Right, little piece of gold, and then I'm going to do 2 of the same size. So for speed, fold it over and put that on and cut that through. I could have done that at the same time as the flower. I wasn't thinking ahead. Pop that on, pop that on there. And again, gold leaves, green leaves, it's entirely up to you. Right, let's turn those over to the right way. Which way? No, I like that way. That way. That way's better.
Nice to see the flowers made out of the paper, pattern paper. Really lovely.
But it just makes everything coordinate then, doesn't it? So I am a bit of a coordinator.
Robbie says, thank you, Joe. It's well and truly past the time to end it. Absolutely.
Who said that?
Robbie says it's time, yes. The time is now to end Foam on a Roll.
Fair enough.
Yep, it's Sunday, holiday Monday tomorrow for us in the US. It's Memorial Day, of course, Memorial Day weekend, so everyone getting out today
now
off.
you see, we should have had a bank holiday tomorrow, but we've not, have we?
Do you know where I should be right now? Do you know where I should be right now?
Go on.
I should be on my way to the O2
to do what?
see Celine Dion this evening.
Is she not on, or have you not
She
she cancelled?
cancelled again, yeah.
Oh dear.
She's not very well, apparently. She had to cancel it once already because of pandemic. I actually think, yeah, so she cancelled once because of the pandemic. It went from March last year to October last year. Then she wasn't well and she postponed it again and cancelled some of the European tour, and she just had to postpone it again. She only postponed it about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it was meant to be the first night of the tour tonight. We were meant to be going with a few people from here actually. So yeah, sad
That's a
time. It's
shame.
going to be next year now in April.
Oh well, at least it's still going to happen.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. And I think next year she'll also be the legend slot at Glastonbury as well. I have a feeling. I don't know why, but you heard it here first.
So if that happens, you can say, I told you so.
Yeah, absolutely. Fingers
Now,
crossed.
if you saw us yesterday doing our flowers, I'm not doing anything different here. All we're doing is on the reverse of the flower, I'm just shaping it using my ball tool and the foam mat. So we can just take them like that. And then we're going to turn it over, and slightly larger ball tool, I'm going to just turn them that way and just shape them a little bit. So that means my petals are going to curve nicely. Now you can do this with your wet glue, but I'm going to do it just for speed with my hot glue, because it's going to give me that instant fix. So put that one on there, then I can put the next one on, and the next one, and that's going to go just in there. It was all about the flowers yesterday, wasn't it? So press that down, flattens the glue, makes it start to shape nicely while the glue's drying. Lift it out, and then we've got that lovely flower. So what I'm then going to do, another little bit of hot glue in the centre. Now, this looks lovely. You could go in with your chunky glitter and fill that with chunky glitter. But I've got a lovely little flat back pearl. Now, have I put enough glue in? I might not have done. I might need a little bit more. Has that held? Oh yes, that's held. There we go. How about that for a flower? And how quick and easy was that? So take those leaves, and all I'm going to do is fold them in half, and that will then go on. Oh, I haven't put my stopper on. So that's going to be my stopper. Let's turn it over. We definitely need some more foam tape. Let's see what we've got. So, first hour, we've managed to get through the card. Sorry if we've rushed it at all. Like I say, I'll put the instructions on, but it's quite straightforward. You've got all of the bits and pieces just there, so we've done that. And then hopefully in the second hour, we can make a lovely box, because people often say to me, when you make dimensional projects, how do I give them to someone? So that's going to be my stopper. So I'm going to open up here. Now I'm going to bring it further forward, centred, but further forward. So what, we've got about ½ an inch from the edge, maybe 3/4 of an inch from the edge, just to put that there. Then we're going to put a little bit of hot glue on the back of here. I picked up bits. There we go. Put that on to there, and that's going to go in the middle. At the middle. There we go, I can feel that grabbing. And then, just like I said yesterday, I always put my leaves in afterwards, because then I can get them in the right place. And then the second one. And then that's going to go just there. Now, because we've used hot glue, that has fixed instantly, and you can adjust the flower, make it as dimensional as you want. All I've got to do now is just put some liquid gold pearl drops on, but I need to find them in my bag. Otherwise, there we go.
Really
How about
beautiful.
that?
Absolutely great. Right, Gilmore says, Joe, does Baby Shark have a shelf life? Yeah, it's well past its shelf life, but when it comes back, it only comes back as a reprise. So, you know, like good boy bands, or any bands for that matter, you know, they have a long break and then they just come back for a short period. That's what's happening with foam in a row. I'm not saying I won't sing it again, but it will be with irony when I do sing it. That's all I'm saying. Rhonda says, so Joe, do you have a shelf life? I am way past my best before date, Rhonda. There is no doubt about that. Pam E, does John Arlo have a shelf life? That's why I asked you, Rhonda. Pam E says, what was the best was when Debbie sang it the other day while Craig was hosting. He collapsed onto the counter so hard he left his makeup on the counter. Wowzers. Gosh, these slimline dies are beautiful, says Patricia. And Pam says, maybe Joe will sing Foam in a Row if we give him a disco ball for the set. Do you know what? I think I might. Let's see if we can make that happen. Let's go back to Lorna Jane, see how she is getting on. How's it going, Lorna Jane? How do you feel about the Foam on a Roll song, Lorna Jane?
Yeah, I'm for the Foam on the Rolls.
Oh,
I can't sing it, but I like it.
You like it? There you go. It's quite a divisive subject. How are you getting on there, Lorna Jane? How's it coming along?
I'm just waiting for the glue gun to heat up to do the flower, so almost there.
Ah, brilliant. Which sounds like you're absolutely nailing it. Right, I'll come back and see you again very, very soon. Let's take a moment then. Let's give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. A lot of you shopping as well as crafting at the moment. Whilst you do that, we'll also give you a chance to get caught up. Here's all the details of US delivery.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Now I think things are getting out of hand, Meredith, who says if we get rid of foam on a roll, we have to get rid of opportunity for apertures. We don't. One's a song and one is a saying. There's totally different rules for each of them, I'm afraid. Lillian says, I think all the discussion about the foam on a roll song is now getting more tedious than the song itself. That is true, Lillian. That is utterly, utterly hilarious. Just shutting that down. Right, let me take you back through this deal we've got on the Masquerade Ball. Card that we've got. So there is your luxury card stock, and we've also got then the 12 by 12 in here as well, and really lots going on. I really love all the sort of background detailing. You've got the texture, the scroll and script in the back of there, lots of spot foiling in here, and a really lovely bold colour palette as well for you. So definitely one worth adding to your stash. You're getting 24 sheets of the 12 by 12 and 25 sheets of the luxury card. Let's quickly pop back over to Lorna Jane, because she's finished her card, which is amazing. Let's have a little look. Here it is. Oh, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I just need a couple of extra seconds to finish that.
Oh, and you put the balloon sentiment on there. Oh, that looks fabulous.
I love that. So different sentiment and the different one of the nested dies.
Yeah, love it.
It just shows how they just work all together, don't
You're
they?
happy with it, Lorna Jane?
Yeah, it's good fun.
Oh, amazing. Right, let's move on to the box then in that case.
Right.
Any questions you've got as we're going through, as long as they're not about foam on a roll, you can get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. But I think we're going to go back to Corrine for the next section.
Okay, so we're going to make the box. Now, the box can be made from a sheet of A3, or you can actually make it from a 12 by 12 sheet as well. It really is up to you. It depends what you've got to hand. I use this one because it's got that pearlescent, can you see on there?
Nice.
Wow, isn't that beautiful? So all we need to do is we need to cut it to 11 by 12 inches. So is this 12 inches in width? Let me see. Not quite, so I'm going to go 12 on my width with here. There we go, to 12. Always struggle with this one on the, there we go. That's better. 12. And then we want it to 11. There we go. Now, again, like I said, I'm going to put these instructions up. And on my instructions, I'll show you in just a minute, is a little diagram to show you how to make the box. So we've got this little diagram here. So basically we're making the whole box, I'll show you, in one piece.
Oh, I love this style of box.
Yeah, really lovely box to make. So we've got time so we can make it in the right way. So what we need to do is take this, and then we've got a 12-inch length and a 11-inch length. So I'm going to get my scoreboard. Keep losing my piece of paper. There we go. Right, and what I want to do is along the longest, so along the 12-inch length, make sure that is the 12-inch length. Yeah, along the 12-inch length, we're going to do our first scoring. So we're going to score at 1/2 inch. There. 1.5 inches. And like I say, I will put it up on the screen. So we've done 1/2, 1.5, 5 3/4, 6 3/4. Now, if you remember, this was, listen, where have I gone? That should be, and then it should be, I'm just trying to make sure I've got this right. So I've done that one. So then it should be 11.5 at the last one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip that round and I'm going to score at the 1/2. Is that right? That is, yes it is. No, that's, let me do, so that's that one. That should be at 11, I think. No, it's not, it's 11, it is 11.5. No, it's 11. Let's go for 11. There we go, 11. So let me just show you again. So we've gone in at 1/2 inch, 1.5. Then we've gone in at 5 3/4, 6 3/4, and because it's run off, I've turned it round and scored in at 1 inch along there. Then I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to score at 1 inch from either side. Just there, and just there. There we go. So you can see we've got a 1 inch border here with an extra 1/2 inch here. Can you see that's the height of my box there, that 1 inch all the way around. That's why I knew it was wrong. And then you've got your 1/2 inch just there. So then what we need to do is, on this longer bit, we need to just, I'm going to do it with the bigger scissors, we're going to trim these just to that halfway score line. To there, to there. Those are going to be my tabs. And to there. But these tiny little ones we're going to cut out completely. I'll cut out that. But then we're just going to cut out there, there, and there. Okay, so if I can just show you one last time. So we've got 12 inches by 11 inches, and on the 12 inch we've scored at 1/2, 1 1/2, 5 3/4 and 6 3/4, so that you can see we've got the 1 inch, and then at 12, 11, so score 1, and then round that side we've just scored in 1 inch from either side, and we've cut up to those first lines, but we've cut away just there. And now you just need to score and burnish these, and everything is going to fold into the middle, so there's no mountains and valleys, it's all just going to fold in to the middle, just going that way. So it's really easy to do. And then score that one, and again there, and again here.
Quite simple, really, isn't it? Once you've worked out the measurements.
Yes, there we go. So we've got those, and I'm just going to fold those corners. So what's going to happen is we're going to tuck all of those into there. This piece just gives you a little bit of reinforcing here, because this is going to be the base.
Brilliant.
And then those will come round there. Oops, those will go round the outside, and they will come round there. Okay, so it's really, really simple. But what's going to make it even easier to put together is if we decorate it before we construct it.
Brilliant.
Okay. So is everybody caught up with that bit? I know that I made a mistake, but hopefully we've reinforced all of the measurements.
I think
Yep.
so. Yeah, Laura
Yep.
Jane seems good, like she's following along. I
Perfect.
think everyone else is. Gilmore's
Perfect.
too busy singing Baby Shark, apparently. It's now stuck in her head. Well, you brought it up, Gilmore, is all I'm going to say. And now, yes, Gilmore says, OMG, all the talk of foam on a roll, and now Baby Shark is stuck in my head. I just start singing it. OMG, what's wrong with me? I don't know. I'm not sure, but, you know, there's worse things to have stuck in your head, isn't there? You could have Johnny and Charlotte stuck in your head. That'd be...
I think they knew where that was going to go, didn't they?
Charlotte went, that's rude.
Right, okay, so I'm going to need, in a minute, I'm going to take out a piece of my mat, and I won't need a whole piece of gold, I'm just doing some pattern. Now, you can either do this with the same paper as you did your box, or you could do another paper from the pack. Let's have a look, what have I got left? Actually, I'm going to use that one, because it's very similar.
Sheets.
I know, it's lovely, isn't it? Look at my pad, look at this. Look at all I've got, that's all I've got left.
Oh gosh, you better order another one. I know you can get a great deal, you know, where you get the luxury cardstock and the 12 by 12. And you get an extra 5% off just for today as well. You are a Club Inspire member, I'm guessing.
Of course.
Oh,
Can I
well,
just
there you
say,
are. You're
I
sorry.
already have my next one ready.
Do
I'm
you?
not that amateur. Right, okay, so from the gold, we're going to, so what we need is, where's my box here? So we need to fill these. So if I just grab my ruler, where's my ruler? There it is. There we go. So what you can see is this started off, this was our 11-inch piece.
Right.
So here we now have the box lid, as you can see, is 9 inches in width. So we're just going to go down in 1/4 inch increments again. So if you just remember 1/4 inch increments, then it's going to be really, really easy. So if we're starting with 9 inches by, where are we? We've got 4 and 4¼ There we go. So we can just go down all the way from there. So I'm going to cut my first piece to 8 3/4, and then I'll be able to cut bits off that I need from there. So we're going to need, let me just show you, we're going to need 4 pieces. 1 for the top here, 1 each for these 2 sides, and 1 for that side. So you're going to need 4 pieces in total. So let's start with 8 3/4. There we go. And then we're going to cut that by 4. Just to make it easier. I think I might have just changed it very slightly to make that 4. So you might find it slightly, you've got a tiny fraction of a bigger border on that side, but it was just to make the cutting easier, because if we didn't, we were going down into really silly numbers.
Brilliant.
Really silly numbers. And I did that once before and I thought, doesn't work. So we've still got our 8 3/4 in length. Let me just make sure I've got it the right way around. Yep, that's my 8 3/4. So we now need one that's 3/4 of an inch. Now, I can't see 3/4 of an inch on my board, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it to 8 3/4. Right, I'm going to discard that. 7 3/4, sorry. So if I need 3/4 of an inch, if I move that to 7.
Oh, that's a top tip, that, Corrine. I've never seen that before.
I do it all the time when you can't. So that now is
3/4, that's
3/4.
Very
Because
clever.
I find it really hard to cut small pieces. So I always trim my paper to something nice and even and then trim it down.
Top tip.
Just makes it easier for me. And then we need 2 pieces that are 4 by 3 1/4. So that is, that's over 8. So if I trim 1 piece here by 3 1/4, where am I going? That can't be right. It's 4 inches. Let's do it this way. So if I do, yes, 4 inches, and then I want the 3/4 of an inch again. There we go. So that's 3/4. So now that is, let's take that to, let's take it to 8. There we go. And then we need another one at 1/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. So if we come down to there, that's 3/4 of an inch, and then to there, and that's 3/4 of an inch. So that now will fit there, there. Oh, why have I got 3? I've got 3. That one's not wrong. That was me trimming it down. And that one, can you fit? See there? Absolutely perfect.
Perfect.
Okay. Has everybody done that? And so now we just need to do the next layer for the top. I know there's a lot of numbers, but if you've got your box in front of you, we can do that. So let's go to 8 1/2, because we were on 8 3/4. So let's go to 8 1/2. And remember, I'm going to put all of this up on the Facebook page. There we go. So 8 1/2. Last piece was, that piece was 4 inches wide. So we're now going to go to 3 3/4. Let's just check so we don't run away like we did before. Perfect, look at that. Perfect mats
Awesome.
and layers. Perfect mats and layers. And then we need a 1/2 inch. So we're going to do exactly the same. So this is at 8 inches now. Is it at 8 inches? No, it's just, let's just take a little fraction off to make it right to 8 inches. And then what we want is, I want 1/2 inch strips, because remember these were 3/4 of an inch wide. I can't do halves on here. So I'm going to just reduce this by 1/2, and that should now be, there we go, perfect for there. And then we can do the same for the 2 sides. So they will want to be another 1/2 inch off. We can do it that way. Let's see if I can get these on 3 3/4 twice. 3 3/4 to there, and 3 3/4 to there. There we go. And those will then fit perfectly on the centre of there. There we go. Okay.
Awesome. Should we have a little pause there, Corrine, if that's all right
Yep.
with you? Deborah says Kansas is very windy right now. Sitting on the porch, might need to go in. I'm going to get blown all the way to the UK. Wow. Can you imagine? Or Oz, as Johnny said. Good work, Johnny, good work. Right, let me recap then. If you want to go, if it was good for you, Johnny. Let me
For you?
Let me just take you back through these amazing slimline nesting dies for you. So what you've got here is this first one is the Portofino that you are getting. Somewhere I've never been, but I'd love to go. Charlotte wants to go to Portofino. It is, it's on the northwest coast, so it's south of Genoa. Then we've also got Ferrara. I don't know where Ferrara is. Do you, Corrine? Any idea?
Sorry?
Any idea where Ferrara is? I mean, obviously in Italy, but I don't know whereabouts it is. It's the home of the Ferrari, I can tell you that. Oh, so I think it's central north.
Is it?
We'll check. This one here, Medina, which is just, it's in the, near Parma, where the ham comes from.
Okay.
They have good vinegar there. This one here is your Latina. I don't know where that is, I'm afraid, either. Any idea?
Is that in Italy?
That's in Italy, yeah. Johnny, are you on the Googles? He's going to look for us. Ferrara is at north central, because it's where the cars come from. Latina was the other one.
We're mine of really useful information here, aren't we?
Useful. South Latina, whereabouts? It's on the southwest coast. Near
so like the toe of the boot?
Near the toe of the boot, is it? So south of Naples. Oh, it's in between Rome and Naples, so not in the south at all. So on the west coast in the middle. Gosh. And Lucca is in Tuscany as well. Lucca is between Firenze and Pisa.
Have you been a few times then to Italy? You
Been
seem
to Tuscany. Yeah, I've been actually quite a few times to Italy. I really like it.
You seem to know your geography very well.
Yes, I mean, I don't know the geography of this country very well. Probably better with the Italian geography. Anyway, if you want to get these, $59.96 or $91.80 is your price on those. So do grab those. I also want to tell you about these, the shadow sentiments. These are brilliant. I just think they are such a really cool, distinctive way of doing it. You've got the die cut for the main sentiment, and the shadow stamp is in two separate pieces, which is awesome. And you've got thank you so very much. This one here is happy birthday to you. We've also got blessed. Then you've got wonderful, thinking of you, and you're a true friend. Brilliant price on these today. I haven't seen a saving like this before on this particular collection. $31.18 or $45.21 is what Platinum members would normally pay. Remember, you're all getting extra 5% off. So that means today, as a Platinum member, $29.23 or $42.38, which is a brilliant, brilliant price. Right, I think we maybe are ready for the next step if you are, Corrine.
Should we do some sticking? We'll stick these bits on, because like I say, these are always easier to do before it's formed. Now, if you think about it, this piece here, this extra little ½ inch is on the base. So as long as you put that away from you, then we've got this piece here is the lid. So that's the easiest way to remember. So the way you've got that extra little thin strip wants to be furthest away from you. And then we're going to just stick these onto here. And this is going to go on there, and just whatever glue you prefer to use. We're just using our all-purpose for now, because it's going to make it a lot easier. So I can put that on there first. There we go. And then we're going to come in with our gorgeous papers. Put those on next. Put that on. Oh, my spraying glue everywhere. There we go. Pop that on to here. Now, if you want to construct your box, obviously you can construct your box first, but I just think this makes life so much easier to do it that way. Doesn't that look pretty? Really frames that gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. And then sometimes it's about looking at the piece of paper you've got and working out where you want to cut from so that you get the best positioning. Now, look at this. I'm making sure here that we line up there and we line up just there, because it will look better for it. Then we can take this piece and we can pop it just here. Now, if you've got a lot more time than I had putting this together, you could be really clever and make sure that you cut out all your pieces so that it followed. But you need a lot more time than I had to be able to do that. I'm just making sure I get rid of any excess glue just off there. There we go. There we are. Right, and then I'm going to turn it round and we're going to pop the next one on. if you get any little white bits showing on the edges of your cardstock that you don't like, just run along the edge with an ink pad, would be perfect. Pop that one on there. A little gold ink pad along the edge and you'd hide up any of the white marks. Just literally touching it. There you go, that looks like it follows, doesn't it? Doesn't look too bad. Turn that round and then we can do the opposite side as well. That one's going to go just there. Let's put that on there and then, well, look at that, it's the same on both sides. So let's just pick a side, pop a little bit of glue onto there, and that's going to go just like that. And that is the main mats and layers. I'm still not going to put it together. I'm going to put one more layer on before I construct the box. So see how if Laura and Jane has caught up, and then we will do some more die cutting.
Sounds rather marvellous. Bubble and Squeak says, agree, Corrine, decorating first also adds rigidity, so improves the stability of construction. Absolutely, it does. Let's drop in on Lorna Jane. How's it coming along, Lorna Jane?
Almost. We're doing our layers just now.
Excellent. Oh, I love it. Brilliant. Just those side panels to get on there as well. Right, I'm not going to distract you for too long. Any questions you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafter Companion across on YouTube as well. Remember as well, two great shows really coming up for the rest of the day, because at 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 o'clock East Coast, 10 a.m. West Coast, we're going to have a slightly shorter than normal Second Chance Sunday, so we're on 1 hour Second Chance Sunday. Then at 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 a.m. on the West Coast, we are having a 1 hour US warehouse clearance wrap-up show. It's not going to be here on Crafters TV, it's going to be over on the Crafters Companion USA page. So that is where you're going to need to find that an hour with myself and Corrine to end your day here on Crafters TV / Crafters Companion USA. I think we're ready for the next step if you are, Corrine.
Right, we're going to do the decoration for our box. So what I've done is I've taken my dies. Now, remember, you've got 3 dies in your set in concentric sizes. So I'm doing, if you think of them as 3 sizes, we're using die 1 and die 3. So we're going to do die 2 out of my gold in a minute. So die 1 and 3, we're just going to cut nice and easily out of white card. So again, multi-purpose cardstock is perfect for this, because it's going to add, again, a little bit of weight and a little bit of rigidity to my project. So we can swirl that through. So we might as well cut all 3 one after the other. So that's the first one through. There we go. That's going to come through here.
I think we need to get you some new plates, Corrine.
Pardon?
Could do with getting some new plates, don't you?
I think so. I'll ask Jake later.
Got a right banana on the go over there.
And, well, if I turn that one over, it might help. Put that one on. That's all you need to do. Just flip them over, put that on like that, and then run that through just there. Now, here we go, we can have a look at this. I often do this, get one lot cutting while I undie the other one. So we can take that one out of there.
Will it just hold the plates if you're not there, or will they drop out?
I know that sometimes, but sometimes when they start to curl a little bit.
Oh, okay, if they curl a bit, then you need to be a bit more careful.
Yeah. And just carefully take that out. There we go. And then this one. There we go. And then I've just got a few little pieces to pop out of there. Let's see if those will pop out with my die brush. Yes. Perfect. There we go. So we've got 1 and 3 in white, and we've got number 2. Now, I thought to myself, as this is like an encapsulated gold, would it work? But look at that. Oh, wow. Every single piece has popped out. Not a problem.
That's amazing.
At all. Doesn't that look fantastic? Really, really beautiful. So we can now start to put the box together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to stick that one straight on there. Let's get rid of that one piece. There we go. So I'm actually going to now swap over to my dotty tape pen, I think, because that's going to allow me to get, that's not dotty, that's dotty. It's going to let me get all of the little bits here. There we go. Nice and light little strokes across here. We'll catch all those little ends in. Definitely easier than standing there, isn't it, going with your wet glue, just catching all the little bits.
And they are back in stock, I believe, those dotty tape pens. You can get them. They were out of stock for a long, long time, but they are back now.
And they were out of stock when I joined the team, and then obviously they came, so I didn't know how long they'd been out of stock beforehand.
Yeah, quite a while, I believe.
Had it. Well, with everything that's going off around the world, I suppose it's not always easy to get stuff back in straight away, is it?
Everything's a bit of a challenge at the moment, isn't it?
It is. Right, bring that down, and then we're going to pop this just perfectly in the middle. Got a little thread. Let me cut that little thread off. There, much better. And there you go. Because we've used that dotty tape pen, everything is just sticking down lovely and flat. Now, at this point, I'm going to make my box up, because then if we do start to run out of time, it'll be we can just show that how it finishes. Right, so we're going to turn that over. I'm going to take this little flap first, and I'm going to use my tape runner, and I'm going to run all the way down there and fold that over. So what that's doing now is that is reinforcing that, because this is where the card is going to be put in and out.
Okay.
So you know now it's just going to have that extra stability just there.
Brilliant.
And then all we need to do is we need to just put on our adhesive onto these little tabs. So let's put this down here. And it is easier if you can manage to do it so that you're not getting yourself stuck up. Put all the glue on first, because once you've started to construct it, it's not going to lie flat.
Okay.
So all we want to do is I'm going to do the base first. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to pop that one round. Let me just come that way round so you can see. Turn that one round, just there, and do it. It's quite important that you do the base first, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm going to put that one on the base. I'll tell you what I didn't do. I didn't cut out the little corners. But it's working all right. And that one, and of course that one. So can you see we've now constructed the base? So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to fold that over the base, fold that, lift those out of the way, fold those two tabs down, and then fold that one over. Then you know whatever happens, this lid will fit that base.
Perfect.
Because if you form it separately, you could run the risk of it not fitting. There we now know that that fits every single time, and it's a perfect fit.
Perfect.
Just make sure I burnish those. So now we can carry on decorating it. So gold glitter going on to there. That's going to. There is so little left to do now. We are nearly there. I can't believe we've got through.
You've really made great time with this.
I was a bit concerned because I know after the other one, some people sort of said, "Oh, it went a little bit fast," but really, it really looks complicated, but it isn't.
Yeah, no,
Because,
I mean it's really, and that's what you want, isn't it? Something that looks really impressive,
yeah,
but really hasn't, taken you all day to do.
Exactly. So we can then pop that one in the middle. Look at that. That to me is what these dies are about. Look at that, the detail. Can you just see that beautiful, beautiful
Really
detail? And again, foam tape behind this. Again, if you wanted to, you could put these on flat. I just wanted to add a bit more wow about them, and I just thought doing it this way really did. So we can put that one on. That's going to go on there. And that's going to go on here. Now, sentiment-wise, you can put the same sentiment as you put on to your card if you wanted to, or you can pick a different sentiment, or no sentiment at all. Oops, my tape's come undone. Let me just put a bit more tape on there. I think my dirty fingers got over that before it got stuck down. Let's just put a bit onto there. There we go. Fold that round. There we go. Catch that. There we are. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, like I say, sentiment can be the same or it can be a different one. I'm going to do a different one. So, from the same range, I've got friend. You're a true friend. So, I'm going to do just like we did before. Got loads of little scrappy bits here. And again, if you want to reinforce it, you can make it a little bit stronger, but actually, because this isn't going over the acetate, it's just the top of the box, I'm just going to cut that out once.
Pam is loving the box. Says, great box, Corrine. It is. Remember, you can watch this back anytime you like as well. So if you haven't crafted along live, don't worry, you'll be able to come back whenever you like, as you can with all of our shows. Across on the website, craftycompanion.co.uk.eu. Once you've finished these as well, pop your pictures across onto Corrine's Facebook page. We'd love to see them, wouldn't we, Corrine?
Yes, it would be lovely to see them. Somebody did that one of my other Facebook craft alongs. They put a picture up, and it was lovely to see that people, you know, they've been inspired. And you don't have to make it exactly as I've done. You know, you can make it, just take the inspiration if you want, and make it as close or as different as you like. Okay, so we're going to pop this on. Now, this is slightly bigger, but that's absolutely fine, because you know me, I always like to break those lines. I think it always looks nice if we go outside the line. So I'm just going to put my glue on the bottom half, well, more than half, but I'm just going to miss the top out. Let's turn it around that way. So I'm just going to miss out the top where it's going to stick over, because I don't want to put glue on there, otherwise it will try and stick to the wrong bit of the box. Now, this one, when you did the friend, and I've just put it down, it did actually cut out the dot. But every time I've made this, and I think this is the third time I've made it, I've lost the dot. And I'll show you what I do in a minute. So we're going to pop that on there. So the dot on your eye, I always lose it. So we can pop that on. That works perfectly. And then we need to, now you can leave it like that, or you can stamp the next bit out that you're a true. So should we do that? See if I've got some white bits, a little bit of piece of white card. I'm just looking at all the pieces I've got on here. I must have a piece of white card. No, I'll get a piece off here then. Okay. So you're a true, and we're going to stamp that out. We only need a little piece off here. We'll do exactly the same as we did before. Oh, and go right off the edge of the table. Take my white card. And you only need your multi-purpose card for this. You don't need your Nina or anything. It's just straightforward multi-purpose card. And you get the multi-purpose card with the stamping platform. So
you do indeed. You buy the 8x8, you get the multi-purpose for free, which is nice. Usually £10 or $15 that, so nice little freebie. And also a good relevant freebie. There's nothing worse when you go to the shops, Corrine, and you know you get something like a food processor and they give you like a free traffic cone with it, and you think, why on earth am I getting that freebie with that product? Yes. These two, they're going to work together like a match made in heaven.
I like that. You always use that as your analogy, don't you?
I love it, because I mean,
processor
it's so true. How often do you buy something, they give you a freebie, and you think, where is the relevance in that freebie?
Yeah.
Not here. No, not a Crafter's TV.
There we go. Normally 10 microfiber cloths.
Absolutely. Take the microfiber cloth away. What have you got? A brand new pick of the day.
There you go. Right.
I'm cheeky today, aren't I?
You're going to get yourself into trouble, you are. Right, let's bring this one down. I don't need that. I don't need the arm on my trimmer anymore. Oops, where's it gone? Let's trim that down, just like we did before. Nice and trimmed. And I'll do it that way round. It's easier. There we go. So I've got my Euro True, and then we can put it onto, go that way? No, I'm just going to pop this on, glue this down, because I find that easier to trim it down.
Bubble and Squeak says, you're not alone, Corrine. I always lose the dot and the other letter cutouts as well.
Yeah, always.
It's just the way it is.
I don't know if people believe me when I say I drop dies like nobody's business.
Do you lose them?
Sometimes. Somewhere in my house there is a stash of dies and a stash of earring backs. Because that's the other one.
Backs and dies, right.
Oh, earring backs and dies. There must be, there's a supply in my house somewhere.
Hundreds of them somewhere.
Of those two, yeah. I dropped the earring back this morning, trying to put my earrings on.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, excellent.
I didn't move too fast. I just stood still. So then we can pop a little bit of foam tape, or I might actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put some foam tape on to get the first bit. Then I'm going to grab my 3D glue gel, because what I want is I want to lift it up a bit higher. So if you think about it, what I want is I want that to raise above this. So I'm going to take, you could put 2 layers of foam tape on if you want, but I find that if you use glue gel, can you see how I've done that? Can you see I've got a nice layer there? It will then just squidge until you get it to the height you want. You can then just get it exactly where you want it to be. So all I've got left to do, a bow. I'm going to do a really, really simple 2 bunny ears, bend it round and pop, there we go, pop it like that, tidy it up, and then could have done it further up to one end of this, and then I'm going to trim quite nice long pieces. And then what we will do is put some glue dots just there. Actually, that bow is a little bit big. Put that bit just there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of sticky tape there, and I'm just going to sort of give it a nice curve. And a little piece of glue dots there. And then put that on like that. And as I said before, if you lost your eye, all I'm going to do, liquid pearls, flat back pearls, whichever one you've got, and then I can just pop that one, and then you'll see I did this on the card while we had a break. Just put a couple of liquid pearls just there, just like that. And then, where's my card gone? Where did I put my card? I put it somewhere safe. I've lost my, can you see my card? It's there.
No,
it's there.
You got it? I found it.
Could not see that. So what I did here is I've added a couple more here, so these are still quite damp. But that, because we've got the height, we've got the flower in the middle, but that now fits. Oh, have I just put my finger on something? Just put my finger on a gold thing. I can sort that out in a minute. That now fits perfectly in my box, like that.
Amazing. There we are then. That is, of course, the card of the show. We're going to take a quick break, give you all an opportunity to get caught up, and then we'll come back and we will check in with Lorna Jane as well. So, whilst you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook. where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories plastic shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories plastic shim is your best friend.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
We do create every single day. Right, I want to take the opportunity to remind you of some of the stuff that you've seen in this show that you've absolutely loved. Of course, the main, well, other than Corrine, the main star has been these amazing dies just here. And they are beautiful. Slimline Advanced Nesting die collection, so versatile. They will mix and match to a degree as well, which is fantastic. So this one here is the Portofino that you've got there. Reminds me like of an old cinema in the sort of the States. You know, the sort of scrolly writing around here, that sort of scrolly detail. It really is quite cool. You've got the Ferrara, which is this one just here, which is absolutely beautiful. It's almost got a little bit of an Asian vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like an Oriental, sort of ancient Oriental vibe to it. You've got the Moderna just here. Very, very Art Deco, this one, which is glorious. This is your Latina, very, very detailed here. We're loving all that scrolly detail. And you've got the Luca there as well. 59.96 or 91.80 gets you all of those. Right, let's move on. Let's have a little look at the shadow sentiments. Now, these are brilliant. This is the first time we've done anything like this, as far as I'm aware, where you've got the die cut element, which is this bit here, the actual main sentiment, and then the background is all your stamps. So you've got a stamp that gives you the solid line, and another stamp that gives you the lines in between. And what it does is it makes it really look like it's jumping out off the page. It's like a real sort of traditional sign-written sentiment, which is brilliant. So you've got thank you so very much. This one here says happy birthday to you. You will also get blessed to have you in my life. Then we have the most wonderful news. This one here is thinking of you. And we've also got you're a true friend. Brilliant, brilliant deal. It's a half price deal if you're in the UK there. 31.18 or 45.21 is actually the gold member price today, of course, because platinum members will pay 29.23 in the UK, or 42.38 if you're in the US. So they really are awesome. Let's have a little look at the Masquerade papers, card and paper collection we've got on the show for you today. It's made up of two different items. So you've got your luxury cardstock selection, 250 GSM, this 25 sheets you're getting in here. So you've got 5 different sheets and you've got 3 of each. You've got, sorry? You've got 5 different colours, you've got 3 of each. 25.
That's 15. 3 5s are 15.
5 by 3. Oh, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. That is correct. Yeah, it doesn't work out at all. So where have we got that from then? Hang on. Oh, so you're getting 2 of the matte mirror, 1 of the mirror, and 2 of the pearlescent in each. There you are. So you're getting 2 matte mirror, 1 mirror, and 2 of pearlescent.
So it's 5 of each colour.
5 of each colour, yeah. On the packet, look, 3 of each colour. I know. Just sent to testers really. I've opened it now though, so you know. All's well that ends well. You're getting the matte mirror in there, and then you're getting the double-sided pearl as well, so you can see how beautiful they are. Really, really gorgeous colours within there for you, and that will all match perfectly with the paper pad that you're getting, which is 180 GSM, and really gorgeous designs, all double-sided, spot foiling, lots of really lovely background details in there for you too. So really lovely paper pad, that one. It's always very popular whenever we bring that to you. £23.98 or £27.12 if you want to get your hands on that. Now the other thing I need to tell you about is, of course, the Gemini MIDI. You've got until midnight tonight to get your hands on it. Oh no, it's what I just had. I thought that was great, didn't you, Johnny? Johnny thought that was excellent, Charlotte, so there you go. Right, let me share with you this. What I love about this is it's just a folder-based system as well, which is fantastic. So the great thing is just put your die and your cardstock into whatever you're cutting, run it through the machine. It's very simple. You get the folders, but you get 3 folders, don't you, in the box, if I'm not mistaken, and you get the purple plastic shim as well to use with your 2D embossing folders, and that's what, if you come back after midnight tonight, that's what you'll get, the machine. It'll be worth every penny, and the reason I wanted you to get it before midnight tonight is because then you get all these freebies, which are excellent. The freebies are around the same value as the machine, so why wouldn't you want to get those freebies included? Definitely grab it now if you've been thinking about it. You've got the spiral pop-outs in here, some edgeables for you, a couple of different cut and emboss folders, and some of our statement words as well in there. So really, really cool, really great deal for you. $55.99 or $71.96 if you are a platinum member. Corrine, could you put the on your Facebook page the measurements? Yes, everything. You will, won't you? Indeedy doodly. Lillian says it looks wonderful. Rhonda says love the one-piece box. Pammy says great craft along. Corine and Mary Pat says absolutely stunning. Let's go and check in on Lorna Jane and see how it's all coming together over there. How are you doing, Lorna Jane?
Yeah, hold on, I was tidying up.
Tidying up.
Look at this.
Perfect.
That's amazing, isn't it, Corine?
It really is. That's good. I love the blue metallic.
Thank you.
It looks lovely.
It
shows how a slight little change, you know, different. So you've still done the friend and the happy birthday, but a different style of font and the different colour paper looks completely different, which I think is fantastic. Just shows, you know, these are for inspiration, and then you put your slant on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Where is the?
Along with Corine again.
Will you make the box again, Lorna Jane? Have you made one before?
I haven't made one this size, but I've made one similar. But yeah, I like that size. I will do that again.
Brilliant. Well, Lorna Jane, as always, it's a real pleasure to have you on the show with us.
I'm back on Tuesday.
You're back on Tuesday. Brilliant. Well, don't go too far. Lorna Jane's back on Tuesday. Amazing. Well, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, Lorna Jane. We'll see you back here real soon. Take care. Bye bye.
Oh, she's with me. We're doing shaker cards.
Oh,
shaker cards.
No, we don't sing it anymore. No. We've made a point, haven't we? Of well, shaker card could get a reprise. I think it's been away long enough now that it's allowed to.
I'm with Ben. He's going to sing, isn't he?
Does he sing? I don't think he sings shaker cards.
Oh, doesn't he?
Yeah, see, I was singing Foam on a Roll, but he refuses outright to sing Shaker Card. Yeah, he's left the studio before about it, apparently. Yeah, he stormed out, ripped his mic off and everything, left. No, he hasn't. It'd be funny if he did, wouldn't it? Right, a few other deals I want to share with you. that are coming up in Second Chance Sunday, which I know are going to be really busy. So good to give you a heads up early on these. The decoupage flower stamps and die collection, or you've got 6 different styles in there, or collections I should say, $69.99 or $79.30. Now, if you'd have bought these when they launched as a platinum member, they would have cost you $55.99 or $63.44. Today though, no, $52.49 or $59.48. Remember, you're all getting an extra 5% off. All Club Inspire members are, but only up until midnight tonight. So make sure you hurry up and take advantage. Charlotte's having a very visceral reaction to the term midnight, it's fair to say. The 3D template collection. I haven't seen these with 62 different elements. So I'm really looking forward to see them. I've seen a couple of the finished cards that have been made using them, and they look really cool. Not going to break the bank these either. Under £20 or $25 for gold members. Platinum members, you're going to save even more. We do also have a new craft kit, another one that I haven't seen yet, which I'm really excited to have a little look at later in our Second Chance Sunday show. $24.99, $24.95. And the Say It With Style. Now, another one that I haven't seen. This one here is a Say It With Style. This is your UK only, $94.99 or $75.99. You're going to get another 5% off that though. The US one is shipped from the US. So you can buy, if you're in the US, you can put this in the basket along with your US warehouse deal items to get you free shipping. If you are not shopping from the US warehouse centrally, does it mean that you have to have this and only this in your basket, or can you mix your basket? You have to have this and only this in your basket. So there you are. But pop a few of the US warehouse deals in there and you'll get that free postage, which is brilliant. So make sure you are snapping that up. Right, a thank you as always to Corrine. It was rather fabulous, Corrine. I'm really looking forward to our later show. We've got a bit of a mixed bag, haven't we? US warehouse, a little bit of that for the second hour, but first hour, Second Chance Sunday.
Yeah. Be good, won't it?
It's going to be amazing.
Really good. Yeah, I've got a few demos ready.
More votes than polling day for the council elections. There's going to be a lot. We've got demo of the show, day, week and month to take care of in that 1 hour. So it's going to be a lot of voting. Right, we are probably going to go and have a gossip, I reckon, actually. But we'll see you back here in 2 hours' time. 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. West Coast. We'll see you for Second Chance Sunday. Take care.